Hello again guys, and welcome back to Some Beer Brewing. So it is currently about 6:30 in the morning. Well, in the booth of my car I have around 4,000 to 5,000 bees, because I really want to make I don't know, maybe like a Belgian beer, or I mean obviously it's gonna take a significant amount of time for these bees. It might even take till next year, so it's a long-term project. I've got a big garden in the new house, so I'm gonna set them up there, and I'll show you a little bit of that in a moment. And I finally, after operating the brewery now for I think about 15 months, 14 months, I finally have my food hygiene inspection today, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. So that's at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm gonna get these bees to their new forever home, and then go to bed for a little bit, and then get up, go to the brewery, and just give everything a little once over before the inspector arrives. And yeah, right, let's get going to the house. So this is the garden of the house. Like, I've literally spent days clearing this. Obviously that's just a load of rubbish. That's the conservatory at the side of the house, which is just filled with a lot of stuff for the skip. But this little area at the side of the house, obviously just a little cobbled together frame, is where I'm going to be placing the bees. So right, let's get them in their new home. So the bees are now in place. This is the hive that I originally bought, and it was a different sized hive. So these are the frames that go in here. But so obviously if we just open this up now, it's the top board, but it's just empty. There's a little viewing window at the side, which is why I got it. Thought it was quite cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave these to settle now for a couple of days. They do have a little feeder at the top. So yeah, just I'll keep you updated every now and again, let you know how I get on. Okay, so we are at the brewery now, and this is how we're looking. So everything's quite neat and tidy. I've just had an email through. I think one slight issue I might have is that you need to, obviously you've got like CCPs, critical control points, and HACCP, for anyone that doesn't know what that is, that's hazard analysis of critical control points. That basically means that throughout the brewing process, what are the key factors of making sure that nothing's going wrong that might cause issues. I've got it all up here, but I've not got it written down. And the fact that I don't have it written down might be an issue, but there's not really much I can do about it now with 20 minutes to go. I can talk her through it and explain it, and hopefully that should be all right. But yeah, we'll just have to see how we get on. So a little bit nervous, but yeah, right. So I'm gonna have a cuppa, settle the old nerves, and yeah, I'll be fine. Actually, just before I do go and make that brew, I figured whilst everywhere's looking lovely, I should do a little brewery tour. Actually, do you know what? I might make that a separate video. That'll be the next video. Thank you. Hops. So Hopsteiner, we're doing a Boss deal. like 5 kilos for like 50, 60 quid. So couldn't pass that up. So I've ordered Centennial, which is love that hop, and Eldorado, which we've only just used for like the first time. Nice. I've not actually ordered from Hopsteiner before. That very conveniently just fell back a little bit just to help the angle. Thank you, Finn. Okay. Ooh. Very large foil bags. Lovely. So we've got the Centennial here. And the 5 kilo bag of Eldorado. I actually just didn't need these hops at all, really. I've got about 22 kilos and I only use around 2, 3, maybe 4 at a push. Actually, I don't even think I've ever used 4. Anyway, the point is I've got a lot of hops for plenty of batches, but when you've got like such a good offer on, I felt like I definitely had to put an order in. I suppose that's just, I don't look at it as a business, I think, as much as I should. It's like, buy more hops? Yeah, let's buy more hops. Okay, the time is 5 to 2 and she should be here at 2. So I'll catch it when I'm done and I'll do the video straight away so I can give you as much detail and hopefully help you when it's your turn to do the same. Okay, so the time is 2:30. She was only here for half an hour and that was really, well, it's definitely nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. She just wanted to see what I was recording for the batches, the records that I had for cleaning, my methods of cleaning, and that was literally it. She wanted to have a look at the labels that I had, but yeah, that was pretty easy and straightforward. So typically from these visits you'd get a score from 1 to 5, but she said because I'm more of like a manufacturing place than like a public provider bar kind of thing, she's like, more than likely I'm not actually going to get a score. So if you look up Sunbeer Brewing online, it'll say something along the lines of like visited but exempt. So yeah, we'll see. So she said it'll take about, I'll still get a full report, but it might take around 2 weeks to arrive. But I'm absolutely made up, buzzing with that. Buzzing. Hey. All positives, good news. I said that she asked where my hand washing station was. I said it was inside the house, because from what I've heard from others, you need like a separate sink as a hand washing facility. But she said basically, the one thing I need to do is put soap by the sink and some blue rolls for drying my hands. So a really easy thing to implement, obviously, and yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I've just recorded the little brewery tour, so goes into a little bit more information about everything that's here, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Well, yeah, I'll be recording my brew day in 2 days, which will be Hop Revolutions. Oh my god, how have I even forgot to tell you this? I've just been given my first permanent line on a bar. What's happening? What is happening? No, I was absolutely made up. For what that means for like the brewery is like insane. So the owner of the bar is called the Scrapyard in Liskeard. He rang me up basically saying he was like really enjoying the beers and people were coming in asking for it again. And obviously I don't make it that often, but he just said, is there any chance I can just have it on permanently? So of course I said yes, which is another reason for like the hop orders as well, because like those specific hops that I use in that recipe I didn't actually have any, so I've had to, well, those hops that arrived earlier were like 70 quid I think, so not much, but then I've had to put an order in with Lovren and get some 5 kilos of Mosaic and 5 kilos, I forget now, still half asleep, but yeah, that was like 350 quid for 10 kilos. It's a bit but it's fine. I also forgot I've got like the chiller hidden away. So this was actually from Dan at Small Batch Brewing. This is his chiller originally. So he passed it on to a mate in work and then he sold it on Facebook Marketplace, and then I seen it and then he ended up, asked for it, got it, and then he ended up telling me that it was Dan's. So I was like, oh, small world. Turns out not that many people need giant chillers around Merseyside. Who knew? Right, so yeah, I'll let you know how I get on. I'll probably catch you next week for another brew day video, and yeah, I shall catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys. Like and subscribe, please.